What is it like interviewing a manager or a player during the game from the dugout? Is it challenging to get their attention, challenging to keep it?
It's not challenging to get their attention. Those are interviews are generally prearranged. Now, the ones during the playoffs where you're interviewing a player right after he does something big,
Yeah.
it's something we started a couple of years ago. That's not prearranged, obviously, but we have a list of players who are willing to do it. So when I approach a player in that circumstance, he generally understands that that might happen. Now, there are times he might say, not now, it's not good. But it's challenging asking right questions in such a short amount of time. Those interviews, the ones in the dugout with the players, are a minute or less. That's why I always am amused when people say, "Get out of the dugout. Those things are disruptive." No, they're not disruptive. They take seconds. So that's challenging, asking the right questions. And I try to keep the questions as short as possible because I want the player or the manager or the coach to speak for that time, not having me speak. But yeah, they're definitely different.
Yeah, so many fans complain about in-game interviews, especially on social media. You see those complaints a lot, and I totally get social media is largely a place where people share negative feelings about something. But do you get more positive feedback or negative feedback from fans on those in-game interviews?
Negative.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they can be really valuable. And actually, at first, I was really uncomfortable with the whole idea. The dugout is not a place where someone like me is supposed to be ever during a game. And that is ingrained from me forever. But I remember specifically the Phillies, and the first year we did it, this was 2022, and they had their big run to the World Series, and we had them the whole way. Fox had the National League that year. And those interviews, one, they captured the excitement of the players as they were kind of going along. And when Bryce Harper hit the huge home run that basically sealed the series against San Diego, to interview him in the dugout right after that, have him go through the at bat, I'm sorry, that was invaluable. Now,
Yep.
is every interview great and revealing? No. But if you don't try, you're not going to get the good ones. And I actually believe that in other sports, this is much more accepted. Baseball is more traditional, and I understand it. I understand fans have their opinions and they're entitled to them. But if you simply look at the value of some of those interviews, there is value. And I've gotten really good stuff in certain cases over the years doing those.
Does
From
major
managers too, by the way.
Yeah.